السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Welcome back to Ahlan Arabic, a learning podcast from كتاب Academy. أهلا وسهلا بكم في أهلا Arabic, بودكاست تعليمي من أكاديمية كتاب. In today's episode, we'll learn some of the most common du'as and expressions that Muslims say every day, inshallah. These are short, powerful words that you will hear all the time in greetings, conversations, and daily life. في حلقة اليوم سنتعلم بعض التعابير المتكررة كثيرا في حياة المسلم، عبارات قصيرة مليئة بالمعاني تسمعها عند التعارف وفي المحادثات وكل يوم. الجملة الأولى, the first sentence, Bismillah, which means in the name of Allah. We say it before starting anything good, like if you're starting to eat something halal, you start by saying Bismillah, or writing something good, or traveling to Mecca, for example. Or even as simple as getting up from your chair, you would say Bismillah, meaning Abda'u Bismillah, I begin in the name of Allah. This helps us remember that the good things we do in our daily life should be to get the reward from Allah. And so we say, Bismillah, Bismillah. Now, when saying the word Allah at the end of this phrase, Bismillah, and any other phrase that has the name of Allah, don't forget the sound of the ha at the end, because the name of Allah is Allah, not Allah, like some people say. A person who says Allah would be mispronouncing the name of God. And so the ha, you need to let the air flow out of the mouth and have that ha pronounced. The ha is similar to the H in English, ha sound. Allah, Bismillah, Bismillah. The second sentence, الجملة الثانية, الحمد لله. الحمد لله means praise be to Allah, thanks to Allah. And when we dive a bit deeper, the meaning of Alhamdulillah is that we are thanking Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala for the blessings and endowments that He has given us, without it being an obligation upon Him, because nothing is an obligation upon God. He is the owner of everything and created everything, and so no obligation is upon Him. That is the meaning of Alhamdulillah. So, for example, someone would ask, كيف حالك? How are you? And you would say, أنا بخير, I'm fine. Alhamdulillah, praise be to Allah. Same thing here. Some people say Alhamdulillah or something similar to that without saying the ha at the end. Also, another mistake that is common in this phrase is some people say Alhamdu lillāh, which they pronounce the ha as a ha, which is incorrect, because the ha and the ha in the Arabic language are different. It's not like in English where the ha does not even exist. Rather, in Arabic, the letter ha is an essential letter of the alphabet, and so the ha is different from the ha. many people who start to learn Arabic have a difficulty in recognizing the difference between the letters ha and ha. And so, if you'd like to learn the difference between the letters ha and ha in more detail and in a structured way, we do offer courses that focus on Arabic letter pronunciation as well as Arabic for beginners. So let's repeat slowly. Alḥamdu, lillāh. Now, the third phrase we're going to be talking about today, which is inshā'Allah. And so, inshā'Allah is a phrase that means if God willed to be, it shall be. So, when we say, for example, when are we going to go to the park? متى سنذهب إلى الحديقة؟ متى سنذهب إلى الحديقة? The answer might be غدا إن شاء الله. Tomorrow إن شاء الله. Tomorrow if God will. And the last main phrase for today would be ما شاء الله. ما شاء الله is also a phrase that is used very, very commonly in our life. And ما شاء الله, it actually means ما شاء الله كان, meaning as Allah has willed for it to be. And so it is very commonly used when we see something beautiful. And this is taken from a famous ḥadīth of the Prophet ﷺ. He taught his daughter Zainab to say, مَا شَاءَ اللَّهُ كَانَ وَمَا لَمْ يَشَأْ لَمْ يَكُنْ. Let's repeat again. مَا شَاءَ اللَّهُ. ما شاء الله. ما شاء الله. Now, some other phrases are Subhanallah, glory be to Allah. Allahu Akbar, Allah is the greatest. لا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله, meaning there is no power to restrain from bad deeds, nor strength to do good deeds, except if Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala gave us that power and strength. And La ilaha illallah, there is no God but Allah. That's it for today's episode of Ahlan Arabic. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to subscribe on YouTube, Spotify, or Apple Podcasts. إذا استمتعتم بهذه الحلقة فلا تنسوا الاشتراك في القناة على اليوتيوب أو سبوتيفاي أو أبل بودكاستس. شكرا ونراكم في الحلقة القادمة. Thank you and see you next episode إن شاء الله. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.